Hi, in this video I'm going to be taking you through my daily makeup routine. So I always start off with a clean moisturized face and I apply some pressed powder. This one is the Chanel translucent powder, but anyone will do. Rimmel makes a really nice powder called Stay Matte, and that would probably be my best drugstore choice for just a finely milled pressed powder. You should probably choose one that doesn't have too much of a tint so that it doesn't kind of affect the foundation that you're putting on top. So just apply this all over. You can even get the eye area. I'm using a Real Techniques blush brush. After that, I'm going to apply my foundation. This is the Essence Soft Touch Mousse Makeup in number 1. I got this in Europe and I don't think you can find it in Canada just yet, maybe one day. But it is a great product. I think a Canadian dupe would probably be the Maybelline Mousse makeup. I think it's called Dream Matte Mousse. I haven't tried the newly released formula of that foundation, but I've really been enjoying this this mousse option from Essence. It was €4, under $10, and it has really nice light coverage. But you can actually cover up, some imperfections with it. It's light to the feel, but has some pretty good color payoff. So I'm applying this with a Shiseido foundation brush. I love this brush because it provides really precise application with like the synthetic bristles that are really tightly packed together. And it's super soft also. I don't like a harsh kind of scratchy foundation brush. So really soft, washes out well, doesn't absorb too much product. I mean, it's not the easiest to absorb mousse, but you know what I mean. I also just washed this the other day, but I've been going longer than usual between washing my brushes since I've actually been applying my makeup pretty much daily. I vowed to myself that I have to start wearing my makeup more often because I have so many products I want to try out. It'll be a waste if I just use them a few times before they go weird. It's hard to say when stuff actually expires, but when it starts to smell funky, that should probably move on. Okay, so after my mousse makeup, I will use the Rimmel Match Perfection Highlighting Concealer underneath my eyes. I also make sure to not kind of try and cover every little imperfection with my foundation because that will make it look really cakey and unnatural. So I hold off for kind of spot concealing until the end. As if you go and conceal like a blemish and then put blush on top of it, the concealer probably won't stay there very well unless you've set it really well with powder. So anyways, unless I have some major issue going on, I usually wait till the very end to do my spot concealing. So with that same Shiseido brush, I'm just blending out my highlighting concealer. Love that stuff. And I also kind of take it up onto the cheekbones to give a bit of brightness to the entire face. Okay, so next up, I'm going to do my eyeshadow. I'm going to use the Maybelline Color Tattoo in Barely Branded. This is a great champagne-y, I guess it's like a champagne-y beige, very bright and beautiful. So I'm using a regular, slightly fluffy eyeshadow brush for that, and I don't even use a primer when I'm using these cream eyeshadows. The Maybelline ones are amazing, and they stay all day. Literally the same, if not better, than some of my eyeshadow primers. So that is a total win, especially for the days when you're in a bit of a hurry. Those hurried mornings. I have far too many of those. Alright, so I'm just blending this out all over the lid. I'm going to bring it really out to the outer corner and into the crease also because the crease is where your shadow is going to kind of migrate the most, so make sure to bring that base right up into the crease, but stop before the brow bone so that you're not a glitter ball on the eyelids. Okay, so after that, I'm going to top off my shadow with some of Wet n Wild's Nutty. This is a wonderful taupe. People say it's a dupe for Satin Taupe from MAC, but I'm just getting this Quo fluffy eyeshadow brush. Also, I got that previous eyeshadow brush from Winners. I don't know if it has a name, but you can find those typical rounded eyeshadow brushes anywhere. So I'm just bringing this shadow through the crease. I took a very small amount on my brush. I like how this is flat on one side and kind of it cinches so that there is a thinner, edge to it so that you can really wedge it up into the crease. This gives you a bit more control than a super fluffy eyeshadow brush. So I'm kind of starting in the crease and then bringing it through just till the kind of inner corner, but really kind of concentrating the color on the outer corner. It's awesome that these color tattoo bases grip the color but still allow you to blend nicely. Love the effect. It's super easy. So eyeshadow's done. I'm going to move on to my eyeliner. I'm just going to use the Urban Decay 24/7 liner in 0. And I'm going to drag it along my upper lash line pretty thinly, but nothing too precise because I'm going to blend it out just like this with a angled eyeliner brush. This is also from Quo. Not gonna lie, I don't like Quo products really at all most of the time. Haven't tried any of their new releases, but I got a set of brushes a few years ago and I think maybe 2 out of the 8 were good. Hate to put it that way, but the ones that were good were quite good though. I love that eyeshadow brush. It's very soft. And I'm sure they do have some great brushes, but they're not cheap regular price, so you do have to kind of look for sales at Shoppers Drug Mart when it comes to the Quo line. So just doing a messy line of black liner, then I get the brush, it's a clean brush, then I just kind of drag out the line into a very slight cat eye. I'm not crazy about the cat eye on me, especially for daily wear, but just a pretty, gentle, soft cat eye. Soft is a good word, not really gentle. I am being gentle, mind you. You gotta be gentle around the eye area. Can't get those wrinkles, girls. Yeah, guys, anyone can be doing their cat eye. Okay, let's focus so we're not here all day. So just very lightly kind of blend it out. This is my favorite. I hate gel liner. I always get so nervous and then I screw it up, so this is perfect. You can also bring a little bit of the liner onto your lower lash line. Again, just a few little dabs of it, and then I'm going to go with that same brush. And since I haven't been washing my brushes that often, by that I mean, every 2-3 weeks I'll wash them. More often for creamy products like my foundation and, liners and everything. But in general, I'd say, 2 weeks. Like my eyeliner brush, I only use it for liner, right? So it'll still have a little bit of product on it tomorrow. Very little bit. But that, I find it actually sort of helps since I'm not dipping it into anything. It's just very lightly coated with liner so that if I'm kind of smudging out my lower lash line, just adds that little bit of natural smoke. I don't have to kind of apply a lot of product each day, even with concealer and stuff. If I were to screw up, I'm not washing my brush right away, that I can kind of just blend it over an area and there's still just that bit of product on there. But make sure to wash your brushes, just don't go crazy about it. We'll be okay. Alright, so this is my Clinique blush bronzer brush. I don't go in any specific order. I'll go back to my lashes and stuff in a bit. So this is bronzer, Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. Getting this Clinique brush, kind of buffing it on in circular motions into the hollows of my cheeks. Kind of up on the cheekbone also to give a really natural bronze, up to the perimeter of my face, concentrating a bit in my temples, but leaving this upper cheekbone bare. I don't like to put bronzer there. And I'll sometimes bring a bit of excess color onto my neck, make me talk funny. Just like this if I'm starting to lose my tan. Gotta get myself tanners up in here. Okay. Summer's done, guys. It's a fact. It's okay, though. Sweaters. Sweater weather. Okay, after that, we're going to go into blush. InStain blush from the Balm. Grabbing this EcoTools blush brush. Literally, you like tap it in there, and then that's more than enough. So, very gently. These blushes are insane. They're crazy. Insane. Okay, that's enough. So, they're a little bit hard to work with though, because it's like a staining powder. Very, very pigmented, but I find throughout the day, this formula tends to get a little bit patchy sometimes. I prefer like a cream blush over this powder formula, but it does look really nice, pretty natural. That's the Balm. I got it at the Balm. I got it at Rexall, so not too bad. Because they are pricey, and that will probably last me forever, so it's good value, but it can be a little bit tricky to make it very natural looking. I'm gonna go into, ooh, I have a hair on my face. It's gross. Actually, I'm gonna do my highlighter next. I have this little no-name highlighting brush. These fancy pearls from the Body Shop. Got them recently on clearance, so check that out. I'm just gonna lightly kind of dip my brush in, and then drag this up my cheekbones onto the brow bones a bit. That's it. I don't highlight my nose. That doesn't need to be highlighted. Okay, so next we're gonna do eyebrows. I have this EcoTools slanted eyebrow brush. By the way, I'm doing like the full routine right now. Choking on powder. It usually takes me, I'd say 10 to 15 minutes to do my daily makeup. If I really want to take my time, I'll take 20 minutes. But I've cut it down. Before I used to take about half an hour because I'd, you know, be very specific and do the whole like fancy eyeliner, gel liner, whatever. I will still do that sometimes, but in a general sense, gotta get it done. Gotta get it done, 15 minutes max, but let's try to be under that today. Okay. Oh no. A mess. So this is the e.l.f. Eyebrow Kit, by the way. I'm using the like gel side of it. It's actually like a wax. And just kind of like dip my brush in it. What am I tapping off? Let's be real here. Then I just run the brush through my brows. This is a little bit of a sloppy job today, but that's okay. Just gonna grab a bit of a Q-tip over here. Brush that. I need to focus. This is becoming a clown. No, not a clown show. Circus. A bit of a mess. It's okay. So I'm just grabbing this spoolie. It's from e.l.f. Who knew? A little bit to fill in on this side. And you know what? I'm actually going to use that same brush in the powder side to fill in this little sparse part over here. There we go. That's nice. I like how it's a bit more of a warmer color, the powder. It's a nice contrast. I mean, it adds some solid definition. There we go. And then just kind of fix up that front bit. Okay, that's enough fussing. Next, we're gonna do some eyeliner. I'm gonna curl my, not eyeliner, mascara. Curl the eyelashes. Just like so. This is the Shu Uemura curler. I don't think it is sold anymore. I've heard good things about the Revlon eyelash curlers, the Shiseido eyelash curlers. You know, they have them all across the board, all kinds of price ranges, but just find one that works for you. This is Diorshow mascara. This is wonderful. I just have the sample. I've been using it for a little while. It's reaching the end, but I love the application of this mascara when it's a little bit drier, like right now. It's very easy to apply. It stays very nicely all day. Not too much smudging. But that being said, I don't buy high-end mascaras. So after this is done, it's back to the drugstore options, which, in my opinion, are just as good, if not a little bit better sometimes. All right, there we go. Eyes, brows done. I'm gonna just do a little bit of spot concealing now with my Benefit Bling Concealer. And I have this little brush, got it from Winners. I get a lot of brushes from Winners. I like their synthetic brushes. They usually have just these random brands that you don't really hear about much, and they're like 10 bucks. It's great because then you don't have to worry about it. You can wash them a million times and they're usually pretty good quality. So that's about it. I usually put on my lip product like throughout the day. I'll just do a bit of balm right now. This is Smith's Strawberry Lip Balm. This is great. Smith's makes the best balms. Smith's is the balm. There you go. Okay, perfect. So that's pretty much it. If I'm feeling a little bit extra, I'll do some Urban Decay setting spray, you know, just to kind of take that any kind of powdery look away. But yeah, that is my daily makeup look. I have to go do my hair, but you can look at the blog post below for before and after shots and to see all the products that I used listed out. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!